We're here at Highland Hill Farm, and this is my father Don Hurst, and he's found this newspaper, and it's detailing in here. It's actually an ad for buying, counterfeit money that they have. And this counterfeit money was produced by the United States government during World War II in lieu of actually paying Saudi Arabia US dollars. What we did was we counterfeited their silver coins, stamped on the coins, made in Mecca, and tried to use that to pay our debt. It's just another little bit of proof about how our government is just one great big Ponzi scheme run with, with dollars and money made illegally. And, you cannot trust the U.S. government. If you can't trust the U.S. government during war, like World War II, to, be honest with its citizens and with other governments that are friendly to the United States, how can you expect the government to run our health care and be honest being an honest broker with us?
They arrested Madoff for the same purpose.
Well, they didn't arrest Madoff for that. They only arrested Madoff after they found out that they couldn't get away from not arresting Madoff. They didn't want to investigate him.
No.
He was a big fish, and he was one of their favorite fish. So they let him swim in the sea so that he could gobble up more people. It's quite simple, Pop. There's a vast conspiracy by the government to defraud people, and this is just an example of how they defrauded the government in Saudi Arabia by printing their money illegally. If they would print someone else's money illegally, you can rest assured they're printing our money, and they probably are going to stop printing the ones, tens, and fives and just print the big stuff. We're big production. Print 50s and hundreds. Don't print ones and fives. Print 50s and hundreds. Our government will. Now, we're not only upset with that, we're upset with the fact that you can't trust your government. And this is just an indication of what trust is. Do you believe, Pop, that Pearl Harbor was a setup?
Absolutely.
Okay, and you were around in those times. I mean, it's no secret that they had broken the Japanese codes. No secret that they wanted to get in the war. It's just a question of how they got in the war, and that's all it is. The mysteries of the United States government slowly will come out. Very, very slowly. Now, take, for example, the government's new way of raising taxes. They're going to do it through a thing called cap and trade. What they're going to do there is they've trumped up this new program, cap and trade, where they're going to let you buy and sell pollution credits. And they're going to tax people that are polluting and then, give it supposedly to people that aren't. What a gimmick,
Who thought of that one?
Oh, Al Gore. They come up with some winners. At any rate, the essence of it is that they think there's global warming. So, if you believe there's global warming, I have a lot of trees to sell you. Because trees, sequester carbon. So, I do have a lot of trees. Now look out here. I would be the first one to say, yeah, there's global warming, plant more trees. Because I have a nursery, and that's all I do is sell trees. I grow trees. I'm a tree farmer. And the more trees I sell, the more money I make. So, yeah, oh yes, there's definitely global warming. Come here to Highland Hill Farm and buy our trees because of global warming. Well, that's a bunch of bull. The real reason that there's changes in weather and changes in temperature is because there are seasons and there is the sun. And the sun determines the seasons by its rising and falling and setting and, every that it does every day. And there's minute changes in the sun's solar activity, which mean there is more or less radiation hitting the surface of the Earth, which is by far a larger part of our weather system than any other single source. Now, you can say that cap and trade will save the ecology because it's going to help prevent global warming. Well, global warming and global cooling are natural phenomena which man cannot set aside and man cannot control. Any attempt to control those is futile. But if you do want to do it by planting trees, be my guest, come here to Highland Hill Farm, and we'll sell you all kinds of trees and shrubs, and trees and shrubs planted around your house will save on your fuel bill. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to tell you that, if you have a house and have no trees, you're going to be warmer. You will be warmer if you plant more trees and shrubs around your house. It helps moderate temperatures, keeps your house cool in the summer, and warmer in the winter. There's no doubt about that. But to think that you're gonna change the global rising and falling of global temperatures is ludicrous. It's not going to happen. Just as like you're not going to save species from dying out. Species have been dying out since life began, and species will die out after man is long gone. So if the government wants to try and save species that are going to die out, it's a futile attempt, because sooner or later all species will die out. You can't stop the tide. It will happen. So if you do want your trees and shrubs, do come here to Highland Hill Farm, but just remember the U.S. government is not going to save anything for you. They're going to print more money, they're going to steal more from your pocketbook, and they're going to continue to do illegal things, which is going to be very difficult to prove. It took 65 years to prove that they were printing money illegally. So it would take 65 years to find out what they're doing today. So give us a call at 215-651-8329 for all your tree and shrub needs. These are 3-foot Leland cypresses here at Highland Hill Farm on Route 313 in Fountainville, PA. We deliver and plant these up and down the East Coast. We sell thousands of Leland cypresses and green giant arborvitaes each year. These are our 3-foot Leland cypresses. Next to it are our 4-foot. And over here are some green giant arborvitaes. And we have thousands of trees, plants, and shrubs for you, as well as lots of landscaping stone and other materials.